All right, has life ever thrown you a curveball and you needed just a little support to keep swinging? Well, there's a group here in Pittsburgh who's helping people do just that.
Yeah, they're turning obstacles into opportunities and proving that vision doesn't have to be about sight, it's about perspective.
And we have the president of Visibility Pittsburgh here with us now, Erika Petach, to tell us how they're helping people who are vision impaired. And this is really perfect timing because February is Low Vision Awareness Month. And you were telling us your group is all about giving people hope,
yes.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's all about hope. So often people think about vision loss and they think, well, if I lost my vision tomorrow, I would just sit on the couch and my life is over. Right. We're here to tell you that is in no way the case.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit more about what your organization does.
Sure. So Visibility is a place where people come who have lost their vision or maybe they never had vision. Mm-hmm. But I explain it to people that we teach them different ways to do the things that you or I with sight take for granted on a daily basis. So think about waking up in the morning and you turn and you look at your alarm clock. Well, that's how you know when to get out of bed. How does somebody with vision loss know what time it is?
Right.
Then they have to get ready for work. So they're getting dressed. How do you know that your clothes match, right? Mm-hmm. Then you go downstairs and you have to make breakfast. How do you do that if you can't see the packages or what you're doing? Then you've got to go to work. How do you do that? You can't drive, right? And I always say, it's just about learning a little different way to do these things. You can do them. If you only know what you know.
Yeah. And
right?
that's what your group is about, teaching people how to do this. And I know you have some examples. One of the people we want to talk about is Lance.
Yes, yes. So Lance came to us initially when he was in high school, and we did some training through our, at the time it was our personal adjustment to blindness training, and he had come back a few times afterwards, which is quite common as people go through different stages in their life and need different types of training. They come back. And he went to college, got a degree, and then we hired him after he graduated from college, and he's worked his way up to the shipping coordinator. And Lance recently bought his own home.
Yay.
Fantastic.
And I think that's something that sometimes people take for granted, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for him, it's all he ever wanted to do. And he was able to do that.
And probably thought that would never happen to him with his condition. So I love that.
I have the best job in the world.
You do, absolutely. Tell us a little bit about Chuck, because he's also employed by Visibility Pittsburgh.
Yes, yes. And Chuck has such a cool story. Mm-hmm. So after Chuck lost his vision, he was a stay-at-home dad, mostly because he wasn't sure that he would be able to work, and we hear that a lot. But he came to work with us after coming for a low vision appointment, and the doctor was telling him about how we have this manufacturing and we hire people with vision loss to work in it. And so he was like, well, I don't know if I'm really ready. So we started him off part-time. And before long, he was like one of our best employees, and we moved him up to full-time. But one of the coolest things that has happened with Chuck, for him it wasn't even so much about coming back to work. In the process of working for us, he met other independent, successful, strong people who were blind, right? And he met someone who was very involved in athletics, and he started to play tennis with this individual, blind tennis, and he now travels all across the country. He's a champion, and he's living his life the way that he wants to live it, and he's doing things he never thought he would be able to do.
It's fascinating.
It's fantastic.
Really, yes.
And we love your passion and your sense of hope for all this. It's truly
It's
infectious.
radiating. It really is.
Yeah, what an organization. We love it. Thank you.
I'm happy to be there. Like I said, I have the best job ever.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, if you or someone you know would like to take advantage of the services offered by Visibility Pittsburgh and the blind and vision rehabilitation services of Pittsburgh, just go to our website, pittsburghtodaylive.com. We have a link for you right there.